Adding texture using Photoshop's blending modes. Let's go. Let's start by creating a new file. Any settings you like really, I'm going for this A4 300 ppi RGB. Let's fill it with a solid colour, and then I've got this grainy texture here. If we drag this on to our file here, set up my guides, which I've got shortcutted to Ctrl G. Ctrl H to show and hide guides. Now your blending modes are located just here. Click on the layer you want to blend, essentially. You can have a look and go through these. I mostly use multiply and overlay, but they all have their uses. Different combinations of colours, textures, and blending modes create different effects. So just to demonstrate that, let's throw some extra colours in here. As you can see, this particular texture reacts this way when I'm using multiply. However, if I change it to overlay, you'll see that it's not really affecting these brighter colours at all. Let's see what happens if we add a coloured texture. The colour of the texture will interact with the colour you're overlaying it on. Let's take a look at some practical applications. Here is an old poster I illustrated. I've used texture to give depth to the background, as well as bringing some details into the figure. On this piece I've done much the same, but it's more subtle. Here I've used a texture for the background to give it much more depth, and I've used a texture on top of everything just to brighten it up. Two other great applications of texture are in photography. Let's say you want to add even more mood to this incredibly moody picture. Grab a nice grainy texture and have a look. I mean, that's beautiful. That's a bit dark. That's wild. That's pretty beautiful. It looks like Silent Hill or something. And that's beautiful. Look at that. You can also change the colour of the entire image. We grab a colour here. We go down to hue. Changes every hue to blue. Obviously we can change that colour to whatever we want. You can also go down to colour for a really extreme look. Don't forget you can double these up. Ctrl J duplicates the layer if you want to make it even more wild. Or you can change one of them, so this one's colour burn, this one's divide. They each do different things and they each add something. Or here, we can use this one as colour and a duplicated layer of overlay. Bigger than the sum of its parts. Hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, just drop me a message. Man, I love frogs. Subscribe.